We're back, and I'm about to spill the tea on flight lessons at a Part 61 school. So I'm mainly going to be focusing on post-solo flight lessons. How your flight will typically go is you will take off from your airport.
So soft field takeoff, and we're going to depart to the southwest.
Okay, sounds good. Lake in the Hills Airport, Warrior 020 is departing runway 8 and going to the southwest, Lake in the Hills.
All right, good. Finals clear.
Center line, full power. Wheels up.
Keep that nose down. Stay down here in ground effect. Don't climb. There's 65 knots. There's 70 knots.
Now we can climb out.
75. We're going to climb out at VY, 75.
You'll work on instrument training, which you will have to wear a hood for, which is really fun. You are only allowed to look at the instrument panel on the airplane.
I hate this thing so much. How do I look?
Great.
Perfect.
You let me know when you're ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. You have the flight controls?
I got flight
About to turn
controls.
left base.
Let's level off at 3,200.
Okay. What heading should I maintain? 24?
255, just what you're on right there.
55, okay.
All right, give me a climbing right turn to a heading of 360, and I want to climb to 3,600 feet.
Okay, 360, so north, basically?
Yep.
Why'd you cover that one up?
That's the one most likely to fail. Two most likely instruments to fail are attitude indicator and our directional gyro, because they're both vacuum driven.
Traffic, Skyhawk 6065 Echo.
This is electrically driven.
North, inbound,
All the rest are pedostatic.
Okay.
So the instructor will put the airplane into some crazy like turn or dive or something like that, and then you have to read the instrument panel and try and get yourself back to straight and level flight.
Looking good. 3,300, pretty close to our original heading. All right, I'll do some unusual attitude recoveries, and then you'll be able to take that thing off. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, I've got the flight controls.
Yeah, flight controls.
Yeah, I'm just going to switch this over. I'll do it in a minute.
Approach traffic, Cessna 472 Bravo, 7 miles to the west, inbound runway 11 going.
Roger, we're about 1 mile south of the field right now, making a left downwind departure off 26, so that's 3,000 feet headed west, or what headed
All right, you've
south,
got the flight controls.
Flight controls.
Back to straight and level. Hold that altitude right there.
Following traffic, 61, Cessna 6561 Foxtrot, about a mile east of the airport at 3,000 feet from maneuver.
All right, then just adjust your power.
Cessna 6561 Foxtrot.
How's that trim? Horrible?
Yeah.
Another thing that they'll work on is flight maneuvers, making sure all your flight maneuvers are in standard for your check ride. So that would be steep turns, power on, power off stalls.
So 3,000 feet, 100 knots, and we can do our steep turns. Traffic doesn't appear to be a factor.
Okay, steep turn to the left first or the right first?
To the left first. So what airspeed are we going to start at though?
100 knots.
Alright, so it's plus and minus 10 knots, plus and minus 100 feet, and you're rolling out on your heading plus and minus 10 degrees.
Alright.
I'm just going to fix this really quick. Alright, whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
Alright.
180, 3,000 feet, 100 knots. There's 90 knots, 89, 88, 87, 85, 83. We're all up 110 feet. A little bit more bank. Right there's 45.
I climbed 200. Okay, that's great.
Coming up on south. Pretty much rolled out on our heading, but we climbed 200 feet. All right, so what happened there is what are the steps for getting into that steep turn? How do I teach it?
Bank pressure, back pressure, power.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So we want to get it to 45, and then we want to add that back pressure, because if you add that back pressure before you get to the 45, you're going to start that climb like we did.
Yeah.
So bank to 45 degrees, back pressure to hold the nose right there on the horizon, then power to prevent us from slowing. So what happened is you did back pressure too early, and we lost about 17 knots of airspeed. So it's plus and minus 10. Want to climb on you. All right. He's not on the ADSB either. So let's just go to the east.
Maybe it's the same guy. Is
No,
he practicing
'cause
maneuvers?
we're in the vicinity of DeKalb, so more likely it's the guys flying at the flight school there. So let's just turn straight east here.
Okay.
We'll go away from both of them. That's a orange or red and white Cessna. The other one was mostly white.
Alright, 45 degrees bank. Back pressure. We'll go right rudder.
Power.
And power.
I'll just try and trace the horizon with one of those rivets out there. Coming down. A little too much bank there. Take a little bit of bank out. Bring that nose up. Now add that bank back in. Hold that bank right there. A little bit of left aileron here. Coming back to our heading.
Oh, right. Our heading was east, not south.
Yep. It's alright. I figured that was going to throw you for a loop.
Yeah.
Alright, don't let us climb over that. Oh! That's almost perfect till the end right there. So remember, in a steep turn, it's got the overbanking tendency. So we have to actually add opposite aileron to prevent us from going to 60.
Okay.
So once we get to that 45 degrees, the airplane wants to kind of continue to bank. In a medium bank turn, it's fairly steady. In a shallow bank turn, it wants to go back to wings level. So once we get to that steep turn, 45 degrees, it wants to do the overbanking tendency, which it's wanting to roll more. We counteract that with a little opposite aileron.
Okay.
So maybe that's what happened to you both on both of those right turns, because each time we've gotten to about 60 degrees.
Yeah.
Let's do a power on stall. So what's our setup for that stall, for the power on stall? Our configuration. Always starts with configuration. First part of configuration is always
The takeoff configuration, right? We're at 60 and
Yep.
then just full power.
And we're headed east, so let's keep it on east. Yep, full power, 17 degrees. Lots of right rudder. There you go, there's 17, no higher. Just hold it right there, don't let it fall. More back pressure, it's falling. More back pressure. There's the buffet, recover. Bring that nose back up to the horizon.
Change to runway 2 right. Runway 2 right, clear.
And then you'd recover to 75 right there, establish and a climb. Alright, power off stall.
Control for your
Power off
for the
stall.
taxi. Advise on this contact, you have information,
So
Quebec.
we're pulled back to 1700. We have flaps in.
Yep.
Left base for 2 right, 14 1.
Stack 2 to Quebec.
Right, we're at 70.
Alright, 70. We'll descend down to 3,200. At 3,200, bring the power to idle, and then just bring that nose up to induce the stall.
Okay.
Like we're trying to extend our glide down to the runway here.
Turn left heading 180, runway 2 left. At
Power to
Whiskey 3,
idle.
clear for takeoff. Left turn
Power to
left,
idle, and then just bring that nose up.
left at Whiskey 3, clear for takeoff. 0.
Just hold it right there. You don't have to go any higher.
Skype 442, clear Delta to the west. Frequency change your discretion. Only traffic I have for you, 1 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound, type of note.
Alright, frequency change approved, thanks a lot.
Okay, you can recover.
Okay.
That's all the more buffet we're gonna get today. So what's our recovery?
Full power and then.
Yeah, there you go. Full power. First notch of flaps.
20437 to Page Tower, make left.
I can go around.
2 left.
You do work on power on and power off stalls before your solo. Another thing that you will work on is your emergency procedures. They'll teach you the ABCs, which is airspeed, best place to land, and checklist. And then after you go through all of those, obviously, you go to your emergency procedures checklist. While you are doing this, you will probably be flying towards a towered airport, and you will have to talk to air traffic control, which I'm not good at. I should be better at it. Kind of scared of it. I shouldn't be scared of it.
Let's go to DuPage. There are frequencies in there.
Okay.
So they're on 120.9. We have Quebec. They're landing on runway 2 left and 2 right. Altimeter 3035. You can stay at 3,000 feet or lower. We can call them and let them know that we're 8 to the west-northwest.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Why is this still so hard for me?
Skype 437, extend upwind 1 mile.
We'll extend the upwind 437.
All right, we got to call them here in a mile.
2 Sierra, extend upwind 1 mile.
DuPage Tower, Warrior 43020 is 6 miles to the west with information Quebec inbound for touch and goes.
Warrior 43020 to Page Tower, ident.
Ident 020.
What is that?
Ident.
Ident 020.
020, maintain your present altitude and our left downwind, runway 2 left.
All right, present altitude, left downwind for 2 left.
Present altitude, runway 2 left.
Left downwind.
Left downwind. On a left downwind.
And 14 uniform, just verify runway 2 right, clear for the
All
option,
right,
right
so he
traffic
doesn't
on
want
the
us to descend, so turn
Runway 2
towards,
right, clear for
towards
the
the
option,
airport
right
here.
traffic on the go, 42
So about
437, start your crosswind.
150
150.
heading. So he's going to have somebody either going above us or below us.
Sky 2 Sierra, 020, start your descent to pattern altitude, traffic 12 o'clock and 2 miles of Cessna in the left downwind at 1,600, report in sight.
Is
All right,
traffic
so we're
descent-
looking for we'll start our descent, we're looking for the traffic on the downwind.
Starting our descent, looking for traffic on the downwind, Warrior 020.
But everything that you need to know about talking to a controlled airspace tower is right here in your checklist as well. And then you will probably do a couple touch and goes, or you can request stop and taxi backs. Some will be soft field takeoffs, some will be short field takeoffs, and you'll fly back to your airport, come in for landing, put away the airplane, and that's the lesson. I was supposed to go flying today, but the weather is crappy. And even though I have a cold, I don't really care. Chef Yeager can fly with a broken arm. I can fly with a cold.